I know you want to assemble, but now when we assemble, we'll just go to the little parts store and get the perfect parts that we need.
Here's my current valve cover. As you can see, we tried to clean that part. I will keep this. I will probably take this somewhere to get bead blasted and powder coated. I want to do like a Ferrari kind of thing. Crinkle red and then silver for the letters. I've always wanted to kind of put a Ferrari engine in the Miata. I don't know, maybe that'll happen someday.
Friata.
What?
Friata.
Yeah, Friata, there we go. So I bought a new valve cover. I'm going to throw that one on, and then while I have that one on, I can drive the car around and then get this one how I want it. But I think the black will also look good, so we'll have options. Micro mist, get some. We clean these up on the scratch wheel, and then we micro mist them to prevent them from rusting, because when we scratch wheel them, a lot of the time it's some kind of coating that keeps them from rusting. Sometimes there's a little bit of rust. We take all that off and we put micro mist on them. So far we've had really good luck with other stuff we've done, and they haven't rusted. This was welded on like that and it broke off. I'm gonna weld that bracket back on. Little bitty tacks right there, look pretty good. That's holding. That will go back on soon. I got a Treasure Coast Miata replacement kit for like timing belt, water pump, all that. They gave me, and I don't know if this comes in every kit, I guess it does. So they gave me 2 sets of gaskets. So here's my water pump gasket. Now they also gave me genuine Mazda parts. Those are not. These are metal. I'm gonna use the genuine Mazda parts. I still don't know what this O-ring is for, because it's not the O-ring I need. This O-ring we're replacing, and that is too big, so I bought an O-ring. Right here are all of my valve cover bolts. They just have a lot of a gasket maker. They shouldn't have that on there. All the RTV I'm going to scratch wheel off. Chris Fix tells you to do this. I'm going to tell it to you as well. Wear your safety goggles. You don't have to wear them all the time. It'd probably be best if you did, but when you're dealing with a scratch wheel or something moving like this, put your safety glasses on. All right, let's get it. Done. Look at all those. All right, now I'm gonna take some micro mist to them. Look at these shiny bars. All ready for my new valve cover. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, get back here. Look at that. Ain't that nice? It's the little stuff that counts when you're building a cool car. This is something you are going to see a lot of when you open the hood, because they hold your valve cover down. And if you have a nice black crinkle coated valve cover with some super shiny, clean and polished, and I coated them with this so they won't rust, bolts, it kind of pops and make everything look nice like you cared, and it's going to last. So here is the new to me valve cover. So it's crinkle coat, black, looks pretty good. Underside looks alright. There's a little bit of like rust, that's fine, it just hadn't been in oil in a while. There's a little bit of heat, it looks like. Right there, we're going to take these off, clean them up, new gasket, just to be sure. That's all happy.
You got these in your pocket, you said?
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm moving my engine. Alright, the headers are all torqued. I have my new O2 sensor in there. This is your water pump. This is the mixer hose. So you got the coolant kind of. It's really hard to tighten this bolt and this bolt, more so this bolt, while it's in the engine bay and like on, when you have the water pump on, you're trying to put this on there. Put them together and then slip it in, then put the water pump on. All back together. Everything torqued. Got the mixer on. I know these are like really great camera angles. There it is. These are 67 to like 95 inch pounds, not foot pounds, so I'm gonna do 85. Okay, all done. We got some stuff on. The timing belt on. This was kind of a fickle thing to get, so we had to line up these notches with these, and then we're going to rotate the engine, and then we'll torque everything, and it should be all timed correctly. That's, I think, really like the hardest part, aside from maybe doing the clutch, which we still have to put back on. But yeah, timing belt, all that is on now. I have been cleaning the door. The whole main part of the door is all clean. I have a tiny little bit more on that speaker to get off, and then the doors are done, and I have new door cards coming. They're OEM, but they have they're made up like a plastic, a hard plastic, versus the cardboard, because that just stripped all the screws out, and now I have not happy door cards. And here's the bracket we made, because we didn't have the transmission and to hold it in like gear while we worked on this, so we built the bracket to lock it in place.
In SST.
In SST, a special service. Your carnauba wax has a hole in it. Yeah. I got the real deal. I have the actual Mazda workshop manual. And I have my terms, SST, special service tool. Yeah, this thing's great. Yeah, I can rebuild everything. I have torque specs for like every little bolt, foot pound, inch pounds, everything, descriptors. I don't know if you can find these easily. It was like 350 bucks or more. So, I mean, it was not a cheap thing, but I really couldn't build this thing without it, and I'm learning a lot. So, that's a good thing. If you're building a car and you can access or have something as specific as this, get one. I mean, Haynes manuals are fine. But if you can actually find the workshop manual, you will thank yourself. Harmonic balancer time. Alright, water pump pulley time. Remember how gross it was? Look at this clean thing. Ooh, nothing on my hands. Okay, I didn't record any of what I just did, which is fine. It was not interesting. I put the alternator on. I have the belt all nice and tight. That's all torqued. Alright, that's not that much torque. That little part is done. There we go. I'm slowly figuring out how to work smarter and not harder. Been a real challenge. Alright, so when I bought every hose for this car, coolant hose, I bought separately all the hose clamps, all the factory hose clamps, and they have this little tab, so this is open at the moment. So what you do is you line it up where you need it, and you pop this off and it closes. Boom. Done, that was easy.
Initially our problem was that we had a creaking sound that we thought was coming from the pedal.
Mm-hmm.
But with listening in the specific places, we could tell it was coming from the...
You gotta get good on camera, man.
It was coming from the fork.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we took it apart, it was obvious.
Yeah, so this has been rebuilt. That was like $1,000.
From the fork and ball.
The fork and ball.
You do this.
Okay, I'll do it. This way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, look how good that looks. New PCV
wait.
valve. What?
Oh, you're recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to take a picture.
Oh no, I'm recording. Why are you taking it out?
Because I want to take a picture.
Oh my gosh. New gasket thing, new PCV valve. Some stuff going on in there, so it only blows. Yep, only blows this way. At some point I'll get a catch can, because I know I'm not running boost, but you still will make blow by, because if you put a catch can in, you are going to see all the stuff that gets recycled into your intake and into your engine, which is not great because it creates a lot of carbon buildup and it can have just impurities in it, and you don't want to run that through your engine again. I know it would be very minimal since I'm not making boost or anything, but if I can keep the engine healthier and more reliable, then I would like to do that.
He just really wants a catch can, people.
I mean, yeah, a catch can can look pretty cool.
He really likes saying catch can.
I don't really like
Probably as much as I like using micro mist.
Ooh, I should, if I get a catch can, I should make a little sticker that says the Swank can.
Or just Swank.
Dude.
Swank goes here.
Swank goes here. Maybe have like a little like a warning thing on it, and in the middle it says Swank.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's done.
It's done. That's,
Dude, it's so much better
oh, it
than
looks
it
so
was.
great. And the engine is done. Well, we still have to put the coil pack in, coolant, new oil, and I'm waiting on my coolant overflow reservoir and spark plugs. But other than that, it looks pretty done. New powder coated crinkle coat black valve cover. This I will clean up. I might polish it. I might do crinkle black. I don't know. I'm gonna do something with this at some point. Cleaned up the carbon canister. I would like to get rid of it, but I'm gonna keep it for now because it does. There's obviously gas vapor coming out of this into this. You can smell it. It's very strong. So I don't want to have like gas vapor under my hood. If I can figure out an alternative, I will. But for right now, it's fine. We're gonna fill it through here and the radiator so we can get coolant in the block, and then we'll put the thermostat housing on. It looks fan-frickin-tastic. And I got rid of the cruise control since it didn't even work, and it's a sports car. I don't really care for it. So that cleaned up the area a little bit. But yeah. Pilot bearing is done. Apparently we have to put Loctite on these. Flywheel is all torqued, happy, and clean. I'm going to spray it down with some brake cleaner and wipe it off again. I'll put the clutch and pressure plate on. Done prepping the transmission, so we have lubricated the input shaft and the little part that'll be inside of the pilot bearing. The sleeve, we have the new clutch fork in, the new throwout bearing, and same boot, didn't have any problem, but nope.